So today is Dassehra, is a very big day in India. They say on this day Ravana was killed. He was the worst enemy of human beings and he was killed. So whatever it is then, as a memory of that great man, Shri Ram, they celebrate today Dassehra. And on this day, they say, those who are dushtas, means bad people, or we can say negative, they are killed. Can you imagine? So this day is regarded as very important in India. And they make a big statue of Ravana. You all know who was Ravana? Whom Sri Rama killed. He was a horrible fellow and he took away the wife of Sri Ram, Sita, by force. But she was such a chaste woman that he couldn't touch her. He tried, he couldn't touch her. He couldn't achieve any power over her. On the contrary, she was very powerful. So, at that time, Sri Rama's mother-in-law, I should say, who was the wife of Dassehra, she said she's like a big sadhuni, and she said that from today 2 marriages are not allowed, only one. So among Hindus there's only one marriage. They don't have 2 marriages. And regarded as very sinful to have another woman according to Indian culture. There are some people who do it, but it's wrong. It's not Indian. The father-in-law passed a law because he suffered, he had 2 wives. And one of them tried to send Sri Ram to the jungle. She was so cruel because she wanted her son to become the king. And as it was the mistake of the father that he had promised that he will give her a boon because she had saved him in war. And so now she asked him to send Sri Ram to the Vanavas, to the jungle. By second one, she asked to give the kingdom to her son, who was Lakshmana. But when Lakshmana came, he didn't want. He said, I don't want to take Sri Rama's seat because it is his right. So he went to Sri Ram in the jungle, requested him to, you must come. You must come to Ayodhya, to the capital city, and you should be crowned. Shri Ram said, I can't do it. I have to fulfill my father's wish. But at that moment, the father said that in India, nobody will have second marriage. Because of two wives, the whole family suffered. So he said, only we can have one wife and no two wives. Very surprising that even till today, in India, they believe that you should have only one wife. But what you find in another countries, that people may not have another wife, but they have affairs and they do not respect their wives. This is very sad. And this makes the country suffering. Because if the women are treated like that, the women suffer, and if the mother suffers, the children suffer. So he made a law that nobody will marry twice. Only Muhammad Sahib said, all right, we can have 4 marriages. Because there was so much killing and so few men were left. Many women and very few men. So he said that all right, you can have 4 wives each. Solve the problem. It does not. It does not solve the problem. Even the Muslims now have this problem. They marry 4 times, no doubt. But if you see their family life, they are very sad. We Indians should not learn anything from them. On the contrary, we have to tell the whole world that don't run after women. Look after yourself. Which is in the West, people have no sense. They have 1 wife, of course, they don't have 2 wives. But they carry on with another woman. In Sahajayoga, it's banned to do these things. And if they do it like that, I tell them that you divorce. And then I arrange their marriages. But very sad. Because why should they, under the influence of Western life, try to have another wife and make the whole thing so polluted? Their children suffer, mainly. If the morality of the place is not good, the new generation, the children, they suffer. And what do we have? A sick country. English were once upon a time very proud and very sensible, but now they have become very unhappy because they don't believe in one wife. They'll have one wife at home and another wife somewhere else. And this is a very sad thing. In Sahajayoga, we do not tolerate this. You have to have one wife and you have to live with one wife. Some women are obstinate, all right, I say, you can leave Sahajayoga. And some men are also very troublesome. So I tell them, you leave Sahajayoga. If you want to have the advantage of being a Sahajogi, then you cannot marry another woman or another man. You have to lead a happy life with each other. If you can't do it, then you get out of Sahajayoga. But there are some people who had horrible times with their wives or husbands. So what I have said that, all right, those who are flirting and are not having a proper personality, they can't be in Sahajayoga. We have to make very pure society. Our duty is to show that we can live happily without fighting. And the Sahajogis are known to be very sensible husbands. I am very happy to see you all here. I know some of them, I have married them and they are very happy. So I have to tell all of you, men and women, that we have to lead a dedicated life. If the husband is flirting, let him go to hell. Or if the wife is flirty, let her go to hell. We are Sahajogis and we have to keep our characters good. If you have a good character, you enjoy life of your own. If you have a frivolous life, you can never enjoy. You go on running after this one and that one. Such people can never be happy and they do all kinds of nonsense and waste their lives. But by the time they die, their condition is so bad, very bad. Such people suffer a lot. I have seen them suffering so badly. So we are husband and wife to enjoy each other and to lead a happy life, not to become miserable. All of you now married in Sahajayoga. Maybe some of you haven't tested a good married life. But what to do? That's not a mistake with Sahajayoga. Is the mistake with you, yourself, and mistake with your wife. So, everybody must stand up on the right and lead a right life instead of wasting energy over quarreling and fighting. Try to find out why do you quarrel and why do you fight? On what points there are differences? There has to be difference, doesn't matter. After all, you are two persons. There has to be differences. But difference should not create problem. On the contrary, you must enjoy the difference. As long as you are a dedicated wife and you have a dedicated husband, you can never enjoy life. All the time you will be worried and upset. So all of you, I thank you very much. that on such a great auspicious day you all have come. And you all look very happy. Thank you very much.